Winstrike in any means. I think they're going to have to play very well. I just think from the games that we've seen and knowing the players, I think they can execute given this draft.
Yep.
There's so much synergy with it already. I mean, if they had gone for the Naga, I honestly maybe would have called it like a shoe-in or something like that, right? But without the Naga, I still think they're totally fine.
Only go for the... Oh, this is a good initiative. Get another sort of score well. I mean, it's a good idea. It could have worked. Anyway,
oh, no, they're just going to be winded immediately, though.
Oh, and the Hawk as well, in the same position.
Oh, all right. Nice deny.
Morphling was not up.
Nope, he wasn't.
So, the one point I will say, if I'm playing Devil's Advocate here for VP.P, would be that they are a really good way to disrupt it. Quaswex Invoker is one of the best counter initiatives.
It is Quaswex, yep.
Of course it is. I mean, he plays Dota, right? So he plays competitive. He's not going to be Quaswex Sword. The Beastmaster has really good counter initiation with Primal Roar as well. Earthshaker in a similar vein, and you have save on your Oracle. They have good ways to disrupt this team. So it's not entirely awful. But the thing is, Oracle's single target save is much better when you have a single target stun rather than 15,000 AoE stuns.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, and we have seen noticed like definitely 1v5 games, and this could be like a 4 protect 1 draft, especially with a Quaswex Invoker, who's not too unlikely to go maybe for something like a Solar Crest, right? We have seen Larl and some other Quaswex Invokers dabble in the Witch's Blade instead, which I think is totally fine. It makes a lot of sense given Invoker's very, very high intelligence game. There's going to be, I think, probably it's a good 4 protect 1 as well, and they could really, really make it work. Draft. But again, the team fight for Winstrike, it just makes it a little bit more difficult for me losing this game.
Yep, I agree. I think that here Winstrike, we'll see how they go in the lanes, because a big point to be made for VP.P. We need to see if VP.P can take over this early mid game and try to take advantage of Beastmaster Control's pushing potential. And then when you have that, there's still a chance you can I'll come back, really. Right?
Yeah.
If you take a solid stance and you snow out of control early, I mean, you cancel the Batrider, or not cancel, but you're not letting him have an easy lane mid.
Definitely.
He's not going to be a great space creator. Invoker's faster than you.
The only reason I would say it's still difficult for that, and why, again, I'm hesitant to really say, oh yeah, VP.P got this, is because we've got 4 really, really important cooldowns to keep track of, right? And again, I think Winstrike, I'm going to give them maybe too much credit than they deserve, and maybe I'll be wrong, but I think they're really, really well, or they're really good at keeping tabs on when they use their ultis and when they don't, or their spells, just generally speaking, right? It's not always the ulti, that's the most important one. Nice boulder dodge there. I'm not bothered by that one. That would have killed them. So that's what I mean. I feel like it's unlikely. VP.P, they really, really need to play a good game here. They got it in them. I know they do. But it's going to be really, really quite a test for them here.
Yep. I agree. I think that VP.P will have to show their true colors. They are really good, though, at playing weird traps, particularly.
They are.
Like, whenever they win, it's always an outside-the-box trap or an idea that's a bit... like, has a lot of weaknesses, but one big strength in this case. So, I'm holding my... I'm lighting a candle for VP.P in Spain. I would like to see a grade number 3. I think this team is quite entertaining. They're some of the more fun new blood. They really take games off the better.
Yep.
And pretty well as well.
Formerly the Team Generation guys, they've been getting some support from the VP roster since, I believe, last August.
VP.Org.
VP.Org, thank you very much, yeah. In terms of monetary grants as well as bootcamp support. So this is a team that they've got, by this point, I would have to assume, decent enough synergy, right? I think being in a physical space with someone, especially for team games like this, when it can get pretty heated, right, really, really helps the team together.
Yeah, if you ever are wondering what this VP.P roster is, just write in the chat !VP.P, and you'll see the roster, because they are not the old VP.P roster. That's the current Virtus.Pro roster, actually.
Correct. They got promoted. These guys are hoping to show their true colors, though, as you say, and rise above to get into that upper division, as I think every single team is here in the lower division. See if they got it in them. And this is, again, this is kind of not really a must-win, but what, they're 1-2, so going down 1-3 this early not only puts Winstrike in a really great position at 4-0, guaranteeing at worst a 4th place finish by my math, I think, but really, really puts them in a great position in the top 2.
Oh, Earthshaker is struggling in this top lane. That's to be expected, right? That's why I didn't love the Tidehunter pick. Great for the mid lane, or the mid game, but against Troll, he's going to struggle in lane. What are you going to do? And Earthshaker is staying here longer than usual. You can notice that he didn't rotate for the... You notice he didn't rotate for the 4-minute rune. There was not much point to it. Like, you really just want to secure the lane for Tidehunter here. And Batrider is good enough to take that Since Morphling is also not struggling too much in lane, in fact he's going to get the first blood, impressive. That is also giving a lot of liberty to the Disruptor to rotate. And Disruptor, with a Thunderstrike build, not that bad of a rotator actually. Fair amount of damage, good counter initiator.
It is, yeah, it's pretty darn good to be honest. Well, ward's gonna expire there. That'll make Rebel's. Oh, well, no, just kidding. Actually, that was Larl's own ward. So it's gonna make his lane actually a bit more difficult. As Rebel's gonna farm in his jungle just a little bit here with the regen rune. Well, it's not the camp he really wants to see though. 10% magic armor, magic resist rather, aura on the courser. Really, really annoying. Remember when you could stack those? You get Chens running around with 4.
I remember Dubu discovered that. Like, he was one of the first players to really do that. And team in SEA games, just preparing 4 small creeps, I guess you could call them, from the start.
Yeah.
A little zoom. Oh, Celebrity could die here.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderstrike is dealing a lot of damage. He might just die to the last bit hit. There we go. Easy.
Forcemajor could be in trouble. Oh my goodness, he's already level 6 here.
This is really bad.
This
How is he level? He's only level 2 on Forcemajor, and Morphling is level 6.
This is bad. Forcemajor, he's gonna roll further into the trees. Oh,
nice
good
TP, actually. Very
dyrachyo. Oh, yeah. Messed up the morphs there.
Well, it's not so much they messed up the morph. He's like, how is this Earthshaker so low level? I can barely rolling boulder myself.
That's true.
Well, no, it's 16-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's incredible. How did he get this damn experience?
Yeah, because Disruptor just kept leaving the lane, and he got a couple kills on Beastmaster.
Yeah, but he
alone.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Also, they did the defensive pulling, right?
Yeah, but he's got more XP than even the Invoker and Batrider.
Yeah, because they did the defensive pulling as well.
That's incredible.
You know, when you use the creep wave to pull into the lane and you just farm the creep wave in the lane.
Oh, Fisher's on the wrong side.
It's still okay.
Not bad.
I mean, this is bad just because you don't even need to win this early game. Like, your power spike is in the mid game. You winning this early nullifies the impact of a Beastmaster, who is a pivotal part of your draft, I would say. Because that his push, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, this troll, like I said, Notice is an amazing troll player, but he does need a little bit of space here to get the ball rolling here, as any core does, rather, I mean, say. dyrachyo is going to get his courier kill. That's a little bit annoying. Had the gloves of haste, so he's going to farm a little bit slower now for about an extra 2. Or that courier can deliver his item. Speaking of impact and gloves of haste, going for the Midas now on Larl. So he's looking to scale extra early here as well. Invoker, probably the second best Midas builder in the game in terms of what it actually brings him, right?
Because the experience.
It's the experience. Second best, of course, is I think our Warden is, you know, he wins that competition. Nice Fisher here. Wow, that caught both heroes as well. Rebel maybe considering going for more, but does need to be careful here.
If it's level 1, it's only 600. So that's a pitiful range for
It is.
You bring them back, and it actually brings them back past your range, almost always, because the average movement speed is faster than your.
It's very correct actually. Right. Especially because glimpse. It's weird. Like if they're moving really close, normally it has like a 1.5 second delay or something. But if they're moving really close, then it kind of just teleports them instantly, which is why glimpse can be used really effectively actually to break channeled spells, like versus a channel some long spells these days. I guess really Pugna is like the most relevant one. It sets him back in place, but it also breaks his life drain channel.
Yep.
Oh, top lane. chshrct just doing chshrct things. 3 points actually this lane in the Kraken Shell.
Yeah, 3 points in this lane from the Kraken Shell. I mean, that's probably the best build you can do defensively. Bottom, they killed the dyrachyo, pretty big deal. Pantomem also dying. No! The last Purifying Flames not enough damage. They used the urn, but he's healing thanks to the Purifying Flames. Necronomicon keeps chasing after him. Pantomem is out of mana. Doesn't have TP. There's no way. Like,
he's out of space, but that burns a little bit of time here. The Necro
Kill
Warrior.
the Morphling is a big deal there. That was Primal Roar revealed.
That was correct. 2 kills. They work hard for it, but they get him. They get him. That's the important thing. Oracle now is going to rotate over to the middle lane. What can he find here? That's going to be a little hard, but not too hard. Oh, wow. He's already got Boots of Travel. 9 minutes. Wow.
Not a bad timing at all, huh? For a Batrider that also didn't have the best lane, because Invoker usually has a decent match against that. Oh, Morphling, they go for him again.
That was clever. That was clever. They wanted to kill him before he had used the attribute shift with the last will damage. They might get the kill here now that Larl's going to be rotating. Here's DSA. They're TPing the Batrider on in with Boots of Travel. dyrachyo is going to die, though. Celebrity with the last it.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. No, Fate Seeking might save him a lot of the damage here. The rolling boulder misses though. Pantomem is joining as well. Is that level 6 as yet? Thunderstrike plus that damage from the Batrider is just enough to finish off Larl and DSA at the same time. They even get forcemajor. That's going to be 3 kills. Nice counter initiation here by Winstrike. Yet again though, you still lose the Morphling, which is not ideal for you.
It's costly. It's costly for sure, especially because we do still have our Oracle farming. Oh, sorry. Our Troll Warlord farming pretty damn comfortably. He's got the Maelstrom already, going back now for the phase boots. So it's quote-unquote I don't know, quite a naked Maelstrom, but not really with boots either. So it's good timing. He just wants to be farming.
It's close to. I mean, usually you call naked when you just have coffee.
Sometimes.
Right, I would say like naked Battlefield and AM. I was thinking coffee boots. Maybe Girls of Haste, but they right? Like only one item.
Sure. Less, yeah, okay.
Like if you go for triple Wraith Band and then do Battlefield with coffee boots, I wouldn't.
Yeah, or if you go like Desolator in a coffee boots, like Divine Rapier in a coffee boots.
Okay, yeah, those I would call naked completely.
Yeah, they're going to get forcemajor down here. Looks like they actually did Ravage there for the kill on the Beastmaster. Forcemajor, again, into the trees he goes. He's going to leave a path scouting him. He's going to knock down some more trees. Oh, they're just going to give up. Are they going to give up? I think you can't quite squeeze in here. The scan's going to locate him. All right, now they got vision. There's another rolling boulder in a second. Pantomem's going to need to hit him here with the Thunderstrike. Now they're going to keep vision on him. Into the trees he goes. Like, I mean, honestly, I just want to hit some creep, dude.
Okay, I guess I'll murder you. Oh, never mind. This one did his job. He's like a kid cleaning up after he drew on the wall. He's like, fine, I'll just make sure he dies. And dyrachyo's not afraid at all of Noticed anymore. I mean, he has so many levels. He did such a good early game. And every time they ganked the Batrider, the Morphling, yes, this put Morphling in a bad position, but it allowed the Batrider to just go and gank bottom and get a lot of farm, and now you have a super farmed Batrider, which is the exact position you want to be in, because the more farm you have on a bat, the better you can use Firefly, Flame Break, Sticky Napalm, and the less you rely on Lasso, which is countered by the Oracle.
Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of thinking this game, if there's a case to be made for going Blink before BKB, because BKB is really, really nice, of course, because then you're not afraid of anyone, including Earthshaker, especially this Quaswex Invoker. But I just, like, it feels kind of bad when you're going to get countered by False Promise anyway. I don't know. It seems like that's the preferred build, and he might even die here. He's got the Firefly active, so he's able to run over the Fissure. They're trying to maintain vision, but the supports are here. Yamich and Pantomem, both level 7, by the way. Invoker's level 9. He's like, damn, this guy hits hard. What happened down there? Their Earthshaker still only level 4. Dyrachyo Notice, now fighting just a little bit, but you're not going to be able to kill a Morphling solo like that. Not without the ulti active anyway. And max Fervor stacks. Kind of go hand in hand. But chshrct, what are you going to be building here this game?
Seems like Blink first. Either that or Pipe directly. I don't like Pipe directly, so I'm praying it's Blink, which is what you're saying all this gold for. I think Blink is great, because Blink is is a turning point for a Tide, when you go from solely a counter initiator to an initiator as well.
How would you feel about a 4-staff this game?
I think it's fine too. Either or, honestly. I think Blink is a bit better this game.
Okay.
Why do you think
Earth
that? Spirit cancels that, but 4-staff doesn't give you as much mobility, and the enemy team is going to stay in the backline particularly. And so your role as a Tide this game should be to cancel that, because False Promise is not going to be able to save anyone from Ravage.
Okay.
So Blink gives you more mobility. However, I wouldn't be bothered with a 4-staff if you think Magnetize is a problem, right? Or Invoker's existence.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would really have, you know, influencing my decision altogether. We do need to get some kills here, though, on our Earth Spirit. He is going to be the Urn builder this game. They have not decided to build it here on Larl. Instead, he's gone, of course, for the Midas. He's going to go back for the BKB quite quickly, but that means we don't have a Vessel versus our Morphling quite yet. And, I mean, if this Earth Spirit, he's still only level 5, 13, 14 minutes in. He might get level 6 here. No, there's too many heroes splitting this experience. He's not going to get level 6 here. We need to get gold on this guy. We really need to get gold. Not because the hero needs items, he just needs experience.
Yeah, he's Magnetized.
He needs Vessel.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he's building the Vessel, not the Invoker, honestly.
Well, that's because he went for the Midas.
Yeah, but you're still going to get it before he gets the Vessel, honestly.
Probably at this stage.
Okay, Larl, he's like, oh, I'm so fast, but I'm stuck in a circle of lightning. Instead they go for the Earthshaker, who does the Echo Slam. Oh, he gets pushed back.
Oh.
Bye-bye, Yamich. They have a Ravage, though. They want to fight here. chshrct loses his 2 supports. He goes, not the best fight.
Not without his 2 supports, yeah, absolutely right. They're completely out of mana now, thanks to the Necro 3 Warrior. That's got break. Is it? Yeah, mana break. Pretty decent there. Extra 25 damage hits. They actually need all that damage because chshrct has level 4 in the Kraken Shell. We'll see here. And again, they're kind of just tickling him. Actually, the last wills, I think that does the most damage to him off of the Necro Warrior kill. There's Blink Dagger. We have that now for chshrct. Oddly enough, that probably would have been enough to save and maybe even turn that team fight. Unfortunately, the Earthshaker getting pushed away because the cone of the roar pushes people outside, and then he got, pushed across the schism.
Yeah, and he was like, what just happened?
forcemajor's like, oh, sick, I can chase you that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, a good fight there for VP.P. Now he's level 6.
Forcemajor in trouble though, lasso available. Oh, well,
we
pushing out.
Need
Oh,
it.
he didn't have mana for it, that's why.
I don't think we need it even.
Let's hope. He's got TP, and the damage is good. Yeah. You know I play Batrider when I can calculate that before he TP.
Well, you know I play Earthshaker when I go, nah, he's dead. He's not limited there.
Mid lane is a gank on the Invoker. They're attempting to catch him out.
Oh, dust.
Good dust. Glimpse. Sends him back. Okay, fish on the wrong side. Morphling crosses.
That's okay. He could just cross that one right on over. Now, they don't have
George Washington crossing Delaware here.
Now, they don't have Roar, but chshrct also doesn't have mana. He's getting really kind of tickled. They're doing a little bit of damage.
Morphling is like, you guys are so weak. I'm going to turn to the Oracle. He's the only useful hero I can steal. Nobody else is really that great right now. Oh, that's a good fissure. Actually creeps on one side or Beastmaster on the other. That's fantastic. You kill the creep super easily and then go for Beastmaster. He's allowed to retreat though. Magnetize onto the Disruptor. We still static storm, so be careful with Forcemajor. Getting fields on the enemy team out. Forcemajor can't go back home. Waveform. Forcemajor doesn't have the rolling folder available, so he's just going to die.
Yeah, chshrct's just chilling here. They commit the Roar perfectly timed there. The trigger to stop him from immediately getting the kill. He's gonna pop the Ravage. That's gonna catch 4 heroes here. Static Storm won't notice. They're trying to get chshrct out of here. He's gonna Okay, finally he's gonna get killed there. Yeah, DSA is gonna have to use the ulti on himself. That's on cooldown now for almost 2 minutes. They're gonna go for the fight. There's gonna be lasso countered now by the ulti from our troll Warlord. Yamich still has the echo, but no great chance to use it. There's gonna be now battle trance ending. The kill on it out. Yamich getting controlled as there's the kill for our Oracle. Silence and burning all the mana here. Tornado though.
Echo at the high ground? No, not gonna waste.
He's gonna die.
Okay. Still though, good fight I would say. Slight benefit towards Winstrike because you killed the enemy troll, right?
And
in addition to the Invoker in the beginning of the fight. And I think, did they take the tower in the end?
They did not, no. They were just fighting.
They were just fighting. Alright, using the Tidehunter I would say was, if anything, unnecessary, but it's fine. Since this is not even your time to shine, like it's minute 17, it should be VP.P who's winning right now.
It should look like the opposite. I completely agree with you, right?
So this is a win for Winstrike as far as they're concerned.
But I will say the only ulti we didn't use there was Echo Slam. We've got level 3 Necro Book already in the mid lane. But this is my concern, right? chshrct can just tank these. Look, it's going to die to creep almost. Oh, he missed uphill on the auto attack from the creep. But not, you can't put that warrior back in the lane. It's going to get one shot by anything. Creep, especially chshrct, right? I mean, this is what I was kind of talking about. How do you then use your advantage here? They don't have 3 of their big ultis. You also don't have False Promise or Battle Trance, so that's kind of a big problem. But, I mean, ideally, you can still get something done here, right? Or am I wrong?
No, I think so. I think you can still get pickoffs and smoke ganks. But I think Winstrike's positioning is also limiting this slot, because they're already bunching up and just fighting you as a... And, well, as VP.P, how do you divide this team fight, right? It's very difficult. And since they always keep either... It's clearly the choice by Yamich to keep the Echo Slam, right? Even though you're gonna die.
Definitely.
And that was on purpose because now you still have the Echo Slam, so there's no free fighting for VP.P.
Oh, and he's got Blink down.
He's got Blink too. Okay, so he's ready to fight.
He is.
Right now, the Earthshaker is as valuable as the Tidehunter's Ravage, honestly. Also, those fissures were amazing.
They really were. Pretty much all game. Oh, they're just going to break Ninja's rune. Hello, Larl, he says. Does he have detection? Absolutely. And a BKB if he needs it. Doesn't really want to use it. Blink reveal. Okay, a solo. Yeah.
You have Ravage soon enough. You have Dust as well. This Invoker is a valuable kill. Guarantee it. That's fine. You didn't have to commit too much. So I think it's pretty decent.
I agree. chshrct here, he's doing a classic alpha move. Those creeps will never attack each other, so he gets to farm all of them at once. It's a little interaction in the mid lane after EE kept doing Burstle back mid lane and cutting the waves. I shrugged like, how about never again?
Yes. He had a Van Brace at least in the call, I helped him a bit, but another man with axes is going to get caught out in the bottom lane. And with the Thunder Stun with the Earthshaker, oh, they even commit the Static Storm. I mean, mean, not the long goal.
Oh, they wanted to kill the boars.
And in the end, they do get the kill on Yamich. I think the last word, yeah, it was actually...
Last wheel damage was onto the Disruptor. But, yeah, it's not good.
Ravage and shook out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was no need for it to do that. Your team was all bot. They showed themselves bot. Obviously, they're going to punish you for that play. So that was a bit of a...
All right, what's dyrachyo going for? He's going for eggs.
Okay, so what are you turning into? Oh,
Of course.
right.
I remember last game, and even in this draft, we're like, man, I love Earthshaker. He's
I'm
just
glad he's not using the
another hero.
Morphling clone.
No, Morphling clone. Right. You know,
he's been playing a good game as Earthshaker.
You know, and last game he was great as well. There's nothing wrong with him. I think he's still doing a great job here this time around. I think at the end of the day, though, you know, like I said, range, true strike, 500 crit damage, go burr is just way too good. I can't blame him for building it. This game is going to be excellent as well. We got the Manta style to dispel off well, just about anything here. Silence especially useful. Cold snap if that's annoying you. That stuff is really, really good here. But we are getting some farm here still for our Troll Warlord, so that's important to note. He's got a DKB, not going back to the Basher. Keeping pace with our Morphling and our Batrider.
How's Morphling's experience, though? Because usually, yeah, okay, so he's going to get the Ags a bit before he hits the level 18. Usually when you really get a power spike.
Yeah, level 20 specifically is when it's permanent uptime.
Yeah, exactly. Level 20 is permanent uptime, but level 18 you have, I think it's like 4 seconds downtime.
It's good enough,
exactly.
Right? It's good enough.
So you can usually fight around that. But, yeah, when you get that is when Morphling VP is going for a fight now. I think it's the right choice.
Yeah, they got a DD. This is their best bet. They are going to be fighting into Ravage as well as Static Storm. Echo Slam, basically every ult. So they need to get a really, really good engagement here. So it's up to forcemajor here to try and find someone. He's going to find the back. Can he get off the BKB? He will. And are they going to keep going? We'll see. We got a Primal Roar. Looks like they wanted to use it. Oh, Ravage is going to catch 4 heroes here. It's a great one. They're going to catch Celebrity now with the Static Storm. Forcemajor completely isolated from the team as they're going to body block it using the Batrider's body. Echo Slam now catching 2. The Roar to counter initiate them. Notice doesn't have the DD anymore. And that's a great flame break. Push him around. Larl needs to turn, but he's slow to 70%. Now Notice is like, oh, I got lasso. Lasso's there.
No time for the false promise. They finish off a troll. And the Morphling is dealing with the creeps as well. They want to find Larl as well, but the Ghostwalk is slowing them out a bit too much. I don't think they can catch up to Larl. Still, though, like the problem with playing Troll against a teamfight heavy lineup is that you want to walk in the middle of the teamfight and just hit things. And with this teamfight heavy lineup, you're like, okay, Ravage is down. What do we have to worry about? Static Storm, Echo Slam, Lasso, like, come on, dude.
Everything.
Earthshaker's existence. He's a walking, living stun, dude. It's really, really difficult to play this game as a troll, and that's why he's the one getting killed in these team fights.
Really great job there, I want to point out, by Rebel, who gets just 1 stack here onto the Sticky and Napalm, onto just about everyone he could find in that fight. That 70% turn rate slow is damning to some of these heroes. Oracle, that's his biggest weakness, right? Decent cast range on the False Promise. Pretty fast hero, actually, with the boots, especially with the Tranquil active. He's going to be going for Blink. This is going to help him a lot. I completely support this decision by the Oracle.
Yeah, but he's being run down.
Yeah, but you could see that last team fight, he's like, all right, I'm going to turn around and try and run. Oh, now you need to turn around again. 70% root slow. Again, there is a turn rate in Dota, so... and it's pretty significant, to be honest, and even more so when it's slowed 70% with 1 stack of an ability. So he needs to be able to dispel that off of himself and make sure he can actually get the ulti there.
Yeah, but if he dispels it off himself, he's going to dispel off his teammates, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen multiple times what Winstrike will do is, utilizing their great mobility and their superior blink daggers, they just go and run at the Oracle, force him to use false farmers on himself, or just die.
Roshan.
Okay, this Roche is...
It's a ballsy move.
No Ravage or Echo Slam. There is Static Storm. They walk in anyway, though. They don't seem to get it. Morphshaker's online. Oh, okay. False Promise, BKB, Battle Turn as well. Everything used in 1 Morphshaker go. Okay. That's good. Dyrachyo's dead, though. That's your main source of damage. Troll Shield to heal back up completely. Not actually, never mind. A lot of damage for it, but he still survives.
Ravage in 20.
Fissure blocks his path. Notice he's decided to fight.
Echo
you don't have any more damage. So Notice is going to bring down Tidehunter. That's really good for them. They almost gave that to the Roshan. No, they gave it to the Roshan.
They did give it to Roche.
That was a mistake. But still, you took 2 kills. You lost the Invoker. Not too bad.
They can't Roche, though. It's too dangerous with Batrider and Lasso, as well as Echo Slam back up. They know. These guys know 100%. They need to wait for VP.P, False Promise, if they really want to take this Roche. So,
yes.
And this is, again, kind of one of the problems I saw in this sort of draft, right, with Winstrike. With 2 ultis alone. Really, any 2 ultis, with the exception of Morphling, I feel like you can really get away with just murder and forcing or like forcing them to step away and back from objectives like this. And yeah, I mean, there's not much they could do, but a good fight though for VP.P. I'm very surprised, to be honest. Our Morphling did not get off the Manta style, didn't get off the phase shift, attribute shift, sorry. A little bit slow on the reaction time there, dyrachyo. Not the worst thing in the world, but a couple more of those, and VP.P is right in this game. And they still are, but more like in the driver's seat for a couple more of those. Axe soon for Invoker. We don't have the best setup for it though. Roar's okay, at least we're still targeted on the Morphling.
I agree. Yeah, I think I just Roar, obviously, to kill Morphling as fast as possible.
That's the goal.
That's the only thing. I mean, that team fight worked well for them. Morphling did also walk in like a madman.
He kind of did,
or
yeah.
jumped in like a madman.
He's like,
guys, I got eggs, I'm super powerful.
They can't kill me. Look at 500% crit goes Burr, and then they go, oh, false promise.
He also had to battle trends in time.
He did, and it was a really great tornado from Larl, to be honest. Really, I mean, all that happens just because of the great tornado, otherwise he just dies the next hit.
Yeah, we have BKB now, or sorry, Octary Core and Batrider now. Because this allows you to just utilize, again, this build is centered around, I don't need Lasso, I just use one of my other spells. Lasso's still useful, but you can see that Batrider is not the initiator. He's more of a damage dealer, kind of a pseudo tank, and then he lassos to probably cancel BKB TP, or to, well, once the Oracle's dead, do whatever. And
this is going to, once he's 25, it's going to give a 1 second downtime to Firefly. Once he's 25. He's pretty far, but he's pretty damn close as well. Level 19 here. They're just going to check on Roche. He's like, yep, I'm still angry. If you give me chshrct again, I'm going to kill him. They're going to smoke up, but I think we've got another smoke. Oh, Ravage? Oh, chshrct. Okay, he's only going to catch one. Morphling. Oh, Earthshaker. Yeah, I think you take these. I mean, with the double stun, unfortunately, Earth Spirit killed by the very Earth he claims to be.
You still have the Echo Slam and the Lasso. Rabel doesn't have Blink Dagger though. Wish he had right now. But the Oracle is nearby. No, they're still going for Notice though. They want to kill the Oracle first. Much more important. I agree. And Roar for the Morphling. Cataclysm. It's Morphling dead. Yes. They got it. VP is turning this around. They go and destroy chshrct as well. And that is actually giving them chances this game. Pantomem tries to TP. He is going to succeed. But you still lost the Morphling and the Tide. 2 huge kills.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy from Winstrike there, diving all the way up to the high ground for the Oracle, which is absolutely important and crucial that you kill him. But you had already gotten the one-man advantage. You still had all of your ultis ready to use as well, minus the Ravage from chshrct as they cancel out the Earthshaker's TP. Rolling on in his forcemajor, says hello, kicks his ass goodbye. And now that's going to be pretty much a free Roche here. Celebrity of Notice quick in the pit to get this one done. I don't know, that was way too far.
Dude, I think we might actually, like, this is a chance to, you just give him a golden chance to come back.
Oh yeah.
Troll is not that bad of a matchup as we explained against Morphling due to his first nature. The Maelstrom build's great against Morphling because mixed damage is usually what kills him, right? Your physical damage is already great, so you just need the extra Maelstrom. The Invoker with the Alacrity build, which of course Cosmos Invokers always tend to go for, is great. Yeah, but because he chose to go for Midas, he also has a late game up potential.
Oh, I mean, he's almost there, I would even argue, right?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because he's maxed the... He went for the... Get as much Wex and Exhort as possible, right? And only 4 points in Cold Snap for the double Forged Spirits. And with the Axe, you get 1 extra point every.
Okay, I was making sure that's still a thing. Is it still a thing? It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Classic Dota.
Unless they changed it.
Classic Dota.
I'm honestly not really sure. Now it makes me doubt with the tooltip.
Well, you know, it was always really weird, right? I'm pretty sure it does. I can't explain, you know. I mean, you got a bunch of Invoker games, can't you tell?
Do you know win rate on that? Clearly I can't.
Well, maybe you can take a few pointers here.
Okay, my top place hero is Bloodseeker now, okay? That's a respectable win rate.
A respectable win rate.
But not a respectable hero.
Better than 28 or 38%.
38!
All right. Okay, so we're getting closer to this Abyssal Blade now for Notice. Yeah, really, really close.
Paladin Sword, oh my goodness, that's a huge pickup for EP. That's a huge pickup, because that's one of the best items you can ever get on Troll, honestly. Paladin Sword will help the Troll, and it utilizes False Promise much better. It allows Troll to survive without the Oracle's help, right? It's just a big, big pickup here.
See what Rabel wants to do. He's got his BKB. He's been unable to find a really good lasso in these last 2 engagements that they had right around the Roche pit. Maybe he's TP's out very, very early in that engagement because he realizes this is heading
for the 4-step.
Yep, it's heading the direction he doesn't like. This is great, a great item. I mean, had he had a 4-step there, he catches like 3 more heroes of Ravage.
Yes, also that was not the Ravage you want to do.
No,
Blind Ravage,
it was not.
If you're losing, sure, I'll commend that, but you're winning, right? Blind Ravage kind of gives the enemy team an opportunity.
You know, to quote a very old meme, right? I think chshrct took a page out of the Sheep playbook there.
Very old.
It checks out, though. It checks out.
I think we've seen a lot of Ravages mid. I feel bad for her. She missed one Ravage, one stream, and never forgot it.
She missed a couple.
She missed a couple Ravages and a couple of streams. Never forgot about it.
No,
we love you, Shiva.
No, it's okay. We love you, Shiva. No, she gave out these stickers at TI6 actually of Brad, so she plays into it. She leaned into it, yeah.
That's a good talent.
I had one on my old case from a long time ago.
I mean, when you're a top tier host in Dota, I don't think missing a couple Ravages is going to harm your ego, right?
No, not whatsoever. Not whatsoever.
Shiva's a good pickup, by the way, for the Batrider to slow down the troll a bit.
That was a very good transition from Shiva into Shiva.
Yeah. Interesting that is the guard of a Hindi goddess Wits. So the Shiva's guard is going to really help out to deal with the troll. The armor is great. And this trick is so stupid. I love it. It's so I don't know why people still do it. So the Shivas will help you against the troll because of the armor, of course, but the attack speed slow, movement speed slow makes it a bit easier to kite him. Which with a Morphling, with an Earthshaker, you'd expect that's what they're going for. But dyrachyo's strategy is kind of concentrating on going in and dying.
I don't know. dyrachyo is really close to just about one-shotting anyone he would like. Surprisingly enough, we don't have Enchant Totem max, by the way. That's a mistake.
Well, I think Yamich's like, guys, I want to play a real Earthshaker.
Yeah, but you don't get to do that when you have a Morphling in your game. Like at some stage,
he's going Ags.
Like no. I mean, but like let's be honest. Had he had Enchant Totem max when Morphling dives the high ground there, he easily kills the Oracle.
Oh, I agree.
That's not even a problem. He maybe even kills Troll back way then when he made this dive.
That's true.
That's all
maybe.
I'm saying.
You're not wrong. I think the choice of Lincoln's though, Morphling is the right one because it's only Primal Roar Cataclysm that's killing him.
It's true, yeah.
So good idea. Cancel that Lincoln's not impossible with like False Prompt, not False Prompt, sorry.
Fortune's Edge, Purifying Flame.
No, because Purifying Flame is almost instant. The cast point's really good, so that's why. That's why I'm thinking that's probably the best way to cancel it.
Walks right up to notice, doesn't even care.
Like, please, notice me.
Oh, that's the first life gone now. Yeah. And this fissure actually blocks off a lot of reinforcements.
Really good fissure.
Tornado gonna come out. Oh, that's okay. There's the counter initiation, at least from the Oracle. He gets off the ulti. Will notice. Cataclysm coming on down. Can they catch this one? Morph alive still. Forcemajor trying to do his best. Nice slimes on the Morph, but he's already got off the strength. The Echo Slime canceled, but we still have the Earthshaker to run on in. dyrachyo immediately going to try and blast down Larl with the roar to keep him away for now. Larl trying to TP away. They do have detection to dust. He is going to leave, but at the cost of 3 of his comrades. They had to buy back on chshrct. They're looking for more, but there's no one else left behind. Tie ground hold there for Winstrike.
So when you use Kata and Morphling is alive, that's a lost fight. That's how it works.
It's true. It's true.
You don't, unless a troll gets a lucky bash into roots, right, and you battle trance the Morphling, it's going to be very difficult. Until you maybe get something like what's his MKB, for example. Like MKB is a good idea. If you get MKB, then that's a good way to pierce through the Morphling high armor when he's full morphed. You can just morph them down if you're lucky, but it's still a bit tough, right? Right now, Winstrike, as we said, their draft is just much easier to execute.
It is, yeah.
It's just impressive VP.P has made it this far.
I really like this warning, by the way, for Winstrike. They placed these wards down when they were actually losing. They have one here, they've got one in the jungle, they've got one on the Tinker ward spot. Oh, okay, hold that thought.
I think it's getting him so much life right now, but Morphling is still silent.
Great fissure.
Constant force stab.
Great fissure.
Yeah, that fissure plus the shard he already has. Yeah, they go for the Invoker. The Oracle is first, priority. Invoker second, good job. And now the lasso is free. Where's your Oracle now, Troll? Where's your Oracle to save you? Oh, without your teammates, you're just a dumb internet troll.
Oh, he really is. He really is now. forcemajor needing to run for his life because dyrachyo is really considering just about fissuring blindly. Now we've got Enchant Totem finish. Wow, they snipe him in the trees and they completely stop his progress.
That is insane.
Oh, yeah.
No one the extra cast range of the Axe.
No one wants to feed him the rampage here, but they will tip him.
You see no enemy tips, huh? They're tilted. They know. They're tired of this Morphling.
They know. The good news, it's this lane of barracks and back because they don't have any tier 2s yet in the other lanes. So they're going to get the lane of barracks. They could look for Roche, which is going to respawn in up to a minute and a half to about 4.5.
One thing I want to say that I liked about this Axe build, of course you have a Shaker, so you're going to go Axe, right? But some Morphlings might not necessarily do it, you know, if you don't think it's the right game for it, however strong it is. But this game, particularly why it works so well, is that Oracle, if you go for Shotgun Morph, it's all matchable. And Oracle can Fate Seek himself and save himself from the Shotgun. While with the Enchant Totem, you have to Fate Seek the Morphling, which is very hard when he's flying around and waveforming. And even then, there's other sources of damage that can kill you from the rest of the team.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's easy, as we've seen multiple times, to just murder the Oracle.
And also good luck at getting the Oracle when he's like in the air, because you can go for like, you know, the skeet shooting, you know, pull, and then, oh, we got to make sure we get the Fate Edict on him so you can't attack. Yeah, but that's assuming that the Morphling isn't, for whatever reason, going to fissure first. And he always, I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a free stun, right? You get to set it up yourself. That way, you know, it's great because when they first did this, who was it? It was March and Gabby, right?
Definitely some TNC.
March and Gabby did this first, so what happened was... no,
it was a Tim's, though.
Tim's, you're right,
Tim's
thank you. Gabby went in one time and he didn't fissure, and he's like, Tim's, why didn't you stun? He's like, why didn't you stun? Right? And from there on, every single Morphling, they had to do it themselves.
Yeah, because you have a fissure, dude.
You have a fissure. What do you mean? What do you want me to fissure? You do it yourself.
Relying on your supports. Pull yourself up from your water bootstraps.
Oh, get all the water out of your boots. Pull them up. All right, smoke play here by VP.P. They're going to sully out, look for an engagement. Great positioning thus far. They know a Batrider's there because where there's fire, there's a bat. Currently on the cliff.
Bat has a Shivas for extra vision. Has a blink dagger, so he can get off the cliff whenever he wants to.
House playing like RT.
Catch him though! Cataclysm! And okay, bye-bye Rainbow. However, Morphling's alive. Oh, murder
two people on the cliff all of a
she's
sudden.
stuck on the cliff!
Okay,
Spider leg.
Oh,
The ankle slide controls.
Oh, no.
Second fissure as well.
Oh,
They go
no.
murder force major. Notice,
He's back on the cliff.
He wants to get down. He has a blink dagger which will help him. But they've killed the SA. Where's your health bonus? This time he's man fighting the Morphling, and he can beat him.
Unbelievable.
The damage is sufficient. Notice will survive. The cliff is a safe space, and he's gonna get a team wipe at this rate. Winstrike only has one remaining member, and he's now dead. Okay.
I can't believe that. He ends up on the cliff because he abyssals himself up there. I'm not gonna lie, a big loss there from chshrct. Way too slow on the force staff.
Yes.
He was right here. A terrible place to be. I have to at least give him credit for that. When there's 4 sunstrikes, more like 6 sunstrikes in this area, you just gotta force staff yourself away from there, man. Blink dagger on cooldown, sure, whatever, I'll allow it, but you need to be able to counter initiate from your team there. Morphling needed that one. Unfortunately, they simply don't have it. Winstrike then, they're gonna get completely wiped. We used Echo there, so they might just lose here, Avo.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no, they don't have buyback.
It's a troll. What are you going to do? The cliff? That's the best option. Earthshaker versus the world. Okay, VP, are they going to retreat? No.
Okay, so we've got 3 ultis, but the problem is they're all dead for a while. Now they know. They're like, these guys don't have buyback.
Exactly. They know. They would have bought back by this point. They can't be this greedy. The Earthshaker can keep them at bay for a while, but it can realistically only fissure them. They notice with the alacrity. They're actually going to take this game.
They're going to do it.
Oh my goodness. Take this to VP. Someone stop the troll. He's going to win the game. Morphling Shaker.
Oh, wait.
He's capable.
Wait, no.
Beastmaster will take it. That's VP.Prodigy turn this around. And in the last 2 days, there have been 2 Morphling Shaker combos. Today by Winstrike and yesterday by Liquid.